welcome to Ramshackle Comedy, hosted by Ramshackle Tavern. I said that in the reverse order. I am not the sober host. Alex, could you take over, please?
That's me. Hi, I'm Alex. We're here with Gabe, and also we're here with Hannah. Hannah, thank you for coming on the show. Hannah is a fantastic comedian here in Columbus and does so much amazing things. You're a performer, you're a producer, you're a writer. And what else? What else are you doing these days?
I'm a co-owner of Hashtag Comedy Company.
Yes, co-owner of Hashtag Comedy.
Oh, there's a Facebook / Instagram / I think Twitter page called like Columbus Laughs. It lets you know about all of the funny things happening in Columbus.
Yeah, I'm working on it. That's also one of my projects.
You got a lot on your plate, and so there's a lot of things we could talk about today. But first, before we get started on
Alex, you have a really nice voice for radio.
Thank you.
But there's also another thing that Hannah does. I've culminated. I'm trying to use more big words now.
that's the challenge.
I've collected some sponsors, and throughout this show, Hannah's gonna have to read out some ads. It's just how capitalism functions.
We're growing the show. We have to do sponsor.
We're up to 47 subscribers, so I think we're making it.
That's good.
I think we're making it.
So yeah, please bear with us as we do just one of these real quick.
That's fine.
Gabe.
Oh yeah. Here you go. I crossed that last part out because I didn't know if the joke made sense.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to sell that.
Today's episode is brought to you by Poop Pills, for when shit won't leave you, like something you don't want to leave your body. Poop Pills. I take Poop Pills every single day, and if you look behind me, there's a big trail of poop behind me. Like a little snail. Like a little snail. Little mucus from a snail. Take Poop Pills. I'll keep going if you want. How long is this sponsorship supposed to last?
I think we're good there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That was good.
That's no, I really appreciate that. And so before we get started, let's go ahead and take a drink here and celebrate to Hannah and Hashtag Comedy and all the stuff that you're doing around comedy in Ohio.
Columbus Laughs.
Columbus Laughs.
I feel like this show is going all over the place, just like my bowel functions today.
It's gonna be that kind of episode.
Pills?
So, I'd like to start. First of all, you mentioned that you're now a co-owner of Hashtag, which I think is awesome. I just finished taking classes there, the level 1. It was very exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was really great. So, tell us a little bit about Hashtag, what they are, and what they're about.
Sure. So Hashtag Comedy is a improv comedy company in Columbus. We focus on improv, but we also have some sketch coming up soon.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty exciting stuff. Some stand-up, other things we have in the works, but we basically are a production company. Mm-hmm. We do comedy shows all throughout Columbus at Natalie's Grandview, Woodlands Tavern, a bunch of different places I can't think of right now. But I became owner. I was doing the marketing stuff for a while, and then I wanted to have some more responsibility, and so they kindly extended an offer for me to become owner. So that's very exciting, yeah.
What are some of the... So I know you have a lot of shows that Hashtag produces. So I've heard of one that I still haven't seen yet, TBD.
Yeah.
What's that one?
It is so good. So it's TBD, the improvised musical. It's a fully improvised musical. They have an accompanist that will be doing improvised actual
What's an
instrumentals.
accompanist?
Accompanist?
A communist. What's a communist?
A communist is someone we don't like.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, communists.
USA!
USA!
Go back to Russia.
Yeah, they have the resident communist that plays the piano and
not related
things, and then no, I don't know. And do you guys like to get political? I don't know.
They have good healthcare.
About no, the person's super healthy.
That's great.
No problems, and they don't need to do sponsorships. Capitalism isn't real. But yeah, so I don't know enough to don't.
No, you can say whatever you want.
This represents my ideology.
Cut this out.
But they have a musician play music while they all sing, and it's a 40 length musical. It's the best comedy show, I think, in Columbus. I'm not in it, but I love watching and seeing it.
That sounds great. What other... So you got musical improv?
Yeah,
and...
we do. So we have another cast that is at Woodlands Tavern the first Wednesday of every month, and we do just like story-based shows. So we have like we'll get a response from the audience, and then we will...
I apologize, ma'am, but I have an important message from
Oh
our
yeah,
sponsors.
sorry, no, you gotta make that
Sorry, the corporate sponsorships again.
Alright,
This show is brought to you by kitchenware for people without hands. Kitchenware! when you don't have hands, but you're still in the kitchen. Are you a woman? Because if you're not, don't be in the kitchen. That's woman's work.
Oh my God.
Listen, that was a character. Nothing I say represents me or my
Yeah, but it's nice that they're making kitchenware for the hand-enabled.
Yes, that's actually kind of like an important thing. There are people who...
Yeah, no, I'm glad people... Do we give them a round of applause?
Yeah, I mean, round of applause for accessible... Yeah.
Yeah, accessible. I feel like if we actually clap, that's where we get canceled.
Yeah, let's not,
So
That's ableist.
That's ableist.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Alright, but yeah, you do stand-up.
Yeah, so I do stand-up as well. I started a couple years ago-ish. That's been going very well. I enjoy doing it a lot. It's fun to like tell stories and stuff. Currently have a character, MeeMaw, for this one show we do with Mandy Monaco helps me produce it. So we're like messing around with some characters. So I do this old lady, like an Appalachian grandmother, and she hosts the comedy show, and I pretend like I'm her. It's very fun, and it's like connects me to like my family and some of my family's from Appalachia, so I feel connected with them.
Yeah, that's very cool. I think that comedies can get really personal, and I think that that's a good thing.
Oh, I get to take a shot!
All right.
Yeah, our camera person has like a little timer that tells me when I should drink.
Thank you. By the way, I have I want to make a toast.
Yeah, sure.
By the way, here. Where's the...
Hey, you want some?
He wants some.
I got you, baby.
Oh, thanks, babe.
It's like... I don't know, something Vin Diesel would say, like, we're family.
We're family.
Yeah.
All right, to our camera person and producer and someone who works really hard
This
to
is
make
my
this
life.
happen.
All of the studio audience.
Our incredible studio audience.
Oh, wow.
This is for you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers to people without hands.
Oh.
I denounce that.
That
Oh,
was
that was
inappropriate.
tough. What is this?
So I wanted to ask about your producing work. What are some of the like challenges that come with producing a lot of shows? Because I know you're really busy with stuff. So like, what are some of the biggest challenges you face as a producer?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest challenges is probably just trying to get promotion out in time. I struggle with this because I'm doing so many different shows at once. It's kind of like hard to like keep the ball rolling and everything. But I would say when it comes to producing, I think like as a performer who also produces, it's very tough to like, okay, I'm going to produce this show, I'm also going to host, and I have to have my head in the game for my performance.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get very like psyched out, and I'm sure other people who like produce shows can relate to this who also perform, but it's like, oh, I'm like so worried about the lights working or the sound working or like who's coming up next, and I'm like, oh crap, I also have to like think about my set or like think about like what like, games we're gonna play.
You gotta put your producer's hat on and then your performer hat on.
I take it off and I have no hats. I'm just
I know where did my hats go?
I know exactly. All over the place. I have to worry about my hats.
Oh my gosh, my hat is gone as well.
So
now.
how can I remember about my hats without my hat?
Fuck.
Nuts.
The lights stole my hats. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
One time I did a joke about Jesus being on Zoloft because he went through this like torturous experience, and then like everybody just continued to be the same shitty people that they always were. Like I was even depressed after that, but like I had somebody approach me after doing that bit. And, yeah, it was rough. I really had to power through that and put on my noise-canceling headphones.
They were, like, mad at you about the Jesus stuff? Yeah,
I could see that. I could see that. Unfortunately,
I had this stand-up.
So oft works. I don't understand what the problem is.
That's what is like? Have you ever had someone approach you like after a routine and just like, I did not like that joke?
Honestly, I'm pretty lucky because I do pretty clean comedy. So, like, I don't have a lot of, like, racy stuff. Although I will say I have... Okay, so first off, my biggest critic and my biggest supporter is, like, I'm very concerned about, like, what my parents see when they see stuff. Like, my mom would be like, I just Googled your name and, like, I saw all this stuff and I watched it all.
Oh my gosh, she made a joke about your vagina? Why did you do that?
Oh, I don't even think
in this economy?
Vagina jokes in this economy.
But she, I had this one joke about Jesus, actually, and it was like, if Jesus... So, growing up, my mom would always, like, she'd see, like, a panhandler on the corner, and she would be like, what if that was Jesus? And, like, would give him, like, a Subway sandwich or something. It was, like, always a Subway sandwich.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. And it was, like, kind of, like, an interesting thing, because it was, like, when I got down to Columbus, I didn't have my mom there anymore. And so, when somebody asked me for some spare change, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, what if that was Jesus? What if that was Jesus? And it was like very, very like, overwhelming because it's like...
It's like anxiety.
This is like a test and I'm failing now, I'm going to hell. And,
what if you got struck by lightning?
Right.
You didn't get that $5.
On a beautiful sunny day. Yeah.
And and so I hear my mom's voice in my head and everything, and then I'm like, oh, sorry, I don't have any spare change. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, what if that was Jesus? What if that was Jesus? And then all of a sudden I hear him from behind me be like, you stingy bitch!
Oh my God.
And so I was like, that's probably not Jesus.
I'm going to go ahead and just say, yeah.
Yeah, he actually used the C word, but like,
okay.
Bitch, but that one is just like so sharp.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Speaking of struggling during really tough times,
yeah.
Hannah, you have another required ad.
Yeah, if we just have you read that for us, that'd be good. Thank you.
Me! This program is brought to you by me! Because self-care matters, and I'm saying this because I'm falling apart.
Well, thank you, Hannah. I didn't realize that you were one of our corporate sponsors.
I'm so happy to be here.
And that's why we support
yes.
self-care.
Support self-care in the show.
Self-care, whatever that is to you.
Absolutely.
We are now going to one of my favorite parts of the show here. We're going to go to some audience-submitted questions. Our fantastic studio audience here. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, so many. Thank you. They've written down some questions for us, and we're going to have...
Oh, stop.
I can't reach on.
Oh, yes, please. Okay, well, first off, what's it like being a chameleon? As an actress or an animal?
A lot of people don't know this about me, but I do have a lizard tail. And
okay, we're speedrunning this. What's the best way to prepare for a possum meat?
By frying the possum meat.
If you were a high-value alpha male, what would your podcast topic of choice be?
Boobs, boobs, boobs!
Hey!
What's your go-to, SAO time song?
I have no idea what that means. Probably that tequila song. Because there's only one lyric.
Fuck, marry, kill, Joe Biden, Joe Rogan, and Beyonce.
Beyonce, Beyonce, Beyonce.
All right!
What's your childhood cartoon crush? Beyonce, Beyonce, Beyonce.
Arthur!
Which Muppet would you fist and operate?
Big Bird.
Yeah!
What's the hottest shape? Elmo.
Trapezoid.
How long does it take to get back to Hannah after being in character?
I'll let you know when I get back to her.
Yeah!
Become the ruler of an island of Wars, the first law you would make.
Wales? I would...
Wales.
I would make, the first
smart.
law... I don't know. I'm not good at reading. I don't have eyes.
What's your favorite form of comedy?
All of it.
Okay.
What's your favorite voice to do? Do it fucking now!
I like this voice a lot! Boost, boost, boost! Honk!
Alright, I think we're gonna stop it there. Thank you so much, everybody. We're gonna end it there. We'll be right back right after this.
Wait, no.
One more question.
One last question. What's your silliest, pettiest deal breaker?
If you are bothered by me pooping with the door open.
And we'll end on that. That's even better. We'll be right back after this.
Everybody, welcome back to the second half of Ramshackle Tavern. If you're not in the live studio audience, this is really just a continuation of the first half of the show, and you're like, why the fuck is he explaining this? It's just kind of like gimmicky, and it might not all be that funny, but honestly, I kind of like it, and we're doing shots, bitch!
Oh, wow! You know, Gabe, I thought it was very informative, so I'm actually very thankful.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to bring it. Oh, you want it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go. If you want to.
That's enough. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I gotta drive.
Me too.
Oh.
I know, that's okay.
I don't have to drive.
I'll strap you on my car.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you. Don't drink and drive.
I'll strap your mom on.
Alright, cheers.
Cheers
to comedy. Columbus comedy. Oh, good lord. Oh, that does not come into the night silently. I said that.
Did he tell you what it's called?
It's Writer's Tears. It's made in copper pots, triple distilled.
That's right. We usually shout out the boozy drink, but it's from Ireland.
It's from Ireland.
It does taste good.
It is, yeah.
Malted barley, unmalted barley. I don't know the difference between the two. I'm not a whiskey connoisseur. I just really like Irish.
Neither am I, but
I
this
don't know
that
it's
is
something about
really
the
good.
Irish.
Yeah.
It's March. You're being
what's it called? St. Patrick's Day.
Is Margot Robbie Irish?
Margot Robbie's Australian.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, but she can stay there.
Okay.
I won't come for her. She can come for me.
Are you excited, Hannah? Are you excited for the Barbie movie?
I was a big Barbie girl growing up.
Yeah.
Super big. Really into it. Indifferent, honestly, about the movie, I'll be honest. I feel like none of the storylines will ever live up to the standard of me when I was playing with my Barbies.
Yeah,
the storylines and the plots I made, I'm mad.
Were you like a Mariposa or like a Dream Mansion?
I was everything. I had like these cardboard boxes from Aldi I would cut out and make rooms.
Whoa.
And then I would just have like a bunch of boxes. And so I would like, it was insane. I would do like curtains, I would like paint on the walls, I would put carpet in. Like, it was very nice, very bougie.
Wow, you're making your own mansion. That's awesome. Yeah,
I'm a boss babe myself.
Barbie boss babe. Oh my god.
Can you imagine all the little kids, all the little girls?
Oh, these are my essential oils.
Toy Story scene is when they're in Al's Toys barn and Barbie like drives them through the toy store.
It's a great scene.
What a bad bitch. She knew what was going down.
Toy Story 2
She was prepared for it.
She was good in Toy Story.
Yeah.
And on that note, we have a sponsored ad.
I'm so sorry about this. We have to have you read another one. I'm sorry.
I'll drink a shot to this too.
This episode is brought to you by the host. Say whatever feels right, or don't say nothing at all.
Thank you, the host. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Like a parasite.
Yeah, at this show we are our own sponsors. You know, we have to support ourselves.
You guys are your own parasite host.
How do you support local comedy in its
Yes,
growth?
please.
In its growth?
Yeah.
Like that needs to be removed by like the
No, not any growth.
I take it to the dermatologist. I support local comedy and its growth by going to shows, and by doing Columbus Laughs, which is a website, Instagram account, Facebook account, meetup.com group to meet other people who also want to go to comedy shows in Columbus. We post any kind of shows on
Comedy senpai?
Yeah, I don't know what that meant, but yes, something. If that means bringing the comedy community in Columbus alive, I would say yes. We are comedy senpai.
Actually, yeah, I if you're, if someone is curious about getting into stand-up or improv or sketch or something, but is kind of nervous in the Columbus area, like, what would you say to that person to encourage them to?
Yeah, I would say just go for it. It's not that scary. I regret being so scared about it for years, and then I wish I would have just done it.
That reminds me of something.
Yeah.
You told me about your start in a comedy once. I thought it was a really good story.
Yeah. Well, what's sort of your start in Columbus comedy?
Which one? Was it about a guy? Or was it about...
no, it was just you getting into comedy.
Yeah, so I started off doing well, in high school, I was like always cast as like the comedic like character or whatever. Actually, I would always be cast as the old lady, which is what MeeMaw came from.
Nice.
Yeah, and so, but yeah, so like I've always liked comedy. My school director, my drama teacher, told me I had good comedic timing, and from that I just like went with it. And then in college, I did some comedy stuff in Columbus. I kind of dabbled in it a little bit.
I have a very similar story.
Really?
I don't want to overtake,
No, it's
but
okay.
it's a really sweet story.
Yeah, please.
You tell me, and then basically I just did. I started an improv, and then I eventually built up the courage to do stand up. Some of the hashtag comedy improv shows were story based, so I was able to practice some stand up routines before I actually did stand up. But yeah, if you're ever wanting to do improv or stand up, I would say just go for it. It's not that scary. A lot of people you'll find are very nice in the comedy scene, and
I've also found a lot of people are bad at it, and it's just like, it's okay if you bomb. Like, a lot of other people have bombed too.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay.
Yeah,
I would say, yeah.
It's about having fun with it.
Yeah, and I think like a lot of people, like I think like a lot of like women or like non-binary people, I think like get very nervous about it because they're like, well, there's like no space for me, and I always want to encourage those people, especially to like definitely go for it. Like, I think because like I get questions all the time from like no offense to guys, but like I get like messages all the time from guys who are like want to do stand up or like touring around there, like, hey, can I do a show here? Can I do a show here? But I never get like, I think like a lot of women feel like a little nervous to ask those things, and like that's something I also try to break through as well, because you never know what is possible for yourself unless you ask. Like, there's a lot of doors that can be opened just by stating what you want out loud and asking for it.
I think that's an issue for a lot of artists in general.
Yeah.
This is like, you know, it's okay to say nice things about other people, but it's not okay to say nice things about yourself.
Yeah, it's like you can't brag or anything like that, but it's like you might as like if you don't think that you're like worth it, then nobody else is going to. You have to believe in yourself a little bit, and like you don't have to be cocky, but like.
And honestly, you probably have what it takes. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
You absolutely, if you're enthusiastic.
If Dane Cook, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, your thoughts are important, but I feel like the people need to hear this. If Dane Cook can make a multi-million-dollar career out of doing comedy, you can do it. You can do it. Rise above Dane Cook.
Seriously.
You deserve it.
There are so many people you see that have like Netflix specials, and it's like, how? Like, how are they like getting a manager or whatever? It's crazy. So you can do it too. You should go to Improv Meetup on every Thursday at Gresso's in Columbus, or come to an Columbus open mic and stand up.
I love.
If you have the money, do a class. There are a lot of classes, and
can I take the podium for a second?
Does an improv class,
I think improv at Gresso's, what's it called? Meetup? Meetup at Gresso's is one of the best things coming out of Columbus comedy. Not necessarily the best in any way, but it gives everybody an opportunity to make someone laugh. And I think that's a really sweet moment.
Yeah, it's free. It's like, I think it's very accessible for a lot of people, which is important. Like, comedy should be accessible. It's not something you should be priced out of or feel like because you identify as a certain group or something, like you feel unsafe going to a venue or going to a thing. And Meetup is a great welcoming event.
Go to Meetup.
So, yeah,
go to Meetup.
Every Thursday at Gresso's on South High in Columbus, except for Thanksgiving.
Or during like a pandemic level lockdown.
If that were to happen,
Thursday at 7
probably
p.m.
avoid going.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you very much. I think that's really gonna help. No, we're still going.
Oh, I'm not
ending the show.
I have so many questions for Hannah.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I don't know. What are your? Because you. From my knowledge of you, from me watching you as somebody in the audience, I saw you doing a lot of improv, and then you switched to stand-up.
Yeah.
I know, like, a lot of people like to focus on the differences of those two, like, crafts. But what are some similarities that you feel like just carry over from one comedy form to another?
They're more similar than they are different, I think. And I think people, like... There's this whole, like, I think it's everywhere, but, like, improv versus stand-up, when in reality, it's, like, it's, like, fighting with your, like, what is the kind of twin that they don't look they're not identical.
Fraternal.
It's like thank you, audience.
Audience!
Thank you, all over. It's like the fraternal twins. It's like you guys are similar enough, you know, you don't need to start fighting. But there's a lot of like listening to the audience that is involved. I think building out stories and building structures in stand-up, you have to follow, like, I think you could do better if you follow like if this is true, then what else is true, which you do in improv scenes a lot. And so I think, like, from my experience, seeing people that have done improv and then go into stand-up, versus people that either just started in stand-up or go from stand-up to improv. People that tend to do well in improv, I think, have a very good natural, like, tune in with, like, what the audience is feeling. And, like, I think that they can, like, work the room a little bit better and, like, move from topic to topic a little bit smoother, versus I think some people that go straight into stand-up or, like, hadn't done improv have a little bit harder time with that. And that's kind of, like, a difference. But what I'm saying is, like, those, like, skills that you have in improv do transition to stand-up if people realize it. But yeah, I would say that they're both really fun forms of comedy, and I think improv makes you a better stand-up. I think stand-up makes you a better improviser, so I think you need both.
Yeah. I think so. And now I do want to talk about one specific sort of aspect of stand-up that when I tried it, like, 10 years ago, that I really enjoyed. It was my favorite part of doing stand-up was, like, crowd work.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of crowd work. And I feel like it's kind of a lost art. It's kind of I don't see a lot of people like working doing a lot of crowd. I love it.
There's a comedian, and I can't think of his name, but like a lot of his videos on TikTok, or like
TikTok is where I see all my stand up.
Or him like interacting with the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of people do that in two ways, because I think it, like, makes you be like, oh, I want to go to so-and-so's comedy show because then I'm going to, like, see a one-of-a-kind experience, which is improvised. Yeah. But then also, like, I think, too, people are nervous to post their, like, written bits on TikTok because I think people are afraid of people stealing their jokes, or the audience will, like, see their joke and then not, like, come.
Right,
it's like when you see a movie trailer and you see the best part of the movie in the trailer. It's, but
Cocaine Bear.
Yeah,
looking at you.
I think. Yeah, exactly. I think. I think audience interaction is very good, and it's something I don't see a lot of in Columbus. I wish we had more of it.
Yeah, that was always my favorite part, but also I kind of cheated because I would like know that like my friends would come to see like stand-up shows.
Yeah.
Like when I was in grad school, like I would invite like all my friends to come see the show, and I would know that they were my friends, but no one else like in the crowd would know.
That's good.
So like I'm just showing how the sausage is made here, but like that's what I would do. I would just like make fun of my friends and like look like I was roasting this rando, but I would never say that. But that was
that's brilliant.
It was great.
I don't think
there's
anything wrong with that, and that gives you like a comfortable. It's stressful to like talk to someone one-on-one in the audience.
Yeah.
But if you know them, it's like I think that's totally fine. I saw that happen earlier today at a show I was at. Somebody was like making fun of their friend that they were talking about.
I love that. I love that. Like it's just like a light roasting. It's a good time.
Whatever gets you more comfortable.
Now I know, Hannah, that you could tell us if this is true or not, that you've also started performing like in other cities in Ohio.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about like what it's like going on tour, I guess, or just going performing in other different? Are audiences different in?
Ramshackle went on tour.
We did go on tour. Yes.
Where did you guys go?
We went to Maryland.
We went to
we
went to Maryland. Yeah, we
that's quite a way.
It was a ways.
We did a show at 10th Ward Distillery, which is the first distillery in the state of Maryland to sell absinthe.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's a women-owned distillery.
Yes, it is. Cool. Yes, it is. Go support them if you're ever in Frederick, Maryland, and watch our episode. It's on our channels at 10th Ward Tavern. But so have you sort of you?
Oh yeah, on the road. Yeah.
Yeah. What's it like performing on the road? Are audiences any different places?
I like it a lot. I'm trying to get more comfortable with it. I think like Columbus is really great, but you get a very specific type of audience, and most comedy shows in Columbus tends to be more like liberal, young professional, like Gen Z, millennial kind, which is like totally fine, but I think you can really workshop different jokes and expect different parts of the joke to be funny if you go to different places. Like if you go to a more like rural show in like Newark, like at 31 West, or at one of the shows that Dustin Richardson produces, like they have a whole different type of demographic that like they're going to like again like more rural, maybe a little bit more conservative or something. So it's kind of cool to be able to see how different shows might play out. So I really like it. It gives me a new challenge with the same jokes.
It's really awesome. Well, we are.
I had a really important.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah. No, I know you want to close this show out. I feel it. I feel it in your
really
bones.
excited.
I feel it in your bones.
The
Okay,
show.
but I want to close this show out.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, because Hannah's got a lot to say, and I feel like we should leave it to Hannah. Like Hannah, like what are your closing notes? Like, what are things coming up for you as shows and
Sure.
And the stuff.
So I don't know when this will be posted. I have a show, so I'll like try to go out. But you can follow me on Hannah Romes at Instagram. You can please follow Columbus Laughs if you're in Columbus and you want to see comedy shows all throughout Columbus. And hashtag comedy is where you can find me. And if you want to do comedy, do it. Message me if you have any questions. I'm always happy to help people. Find like resources or mics or whatever.
Yes, literally, any of you can be funny. Just
seriously, you are so much funnier than you realize. Trust me.
If you like these guys, you're probably already funny. So you're
probably funnier.
The bar is right here.
Low. Yeah,
right here on the spot. Literally, what you're looking at.
Exactly.
And cut.